one shot.
Alright, here we go. We're heading into the Land of Dawn one more time. A lot of problems that the title need to unravel against their opponents. Monster Vicious. They've met them in the tier 3s. They've met them since the MAL and even before that. Here at the MPL, they put it all on the line at the Land of Dawn. Let's jump right into it as Grok instantly. I love this trick. It's such a good wave manipulation technique.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Kimmy should be fine. I thought he would start releasing the wave just to get the passive procced out. So you could blow out the wave quickly, but not gonna matter too much. A hero like Kimmy. So, small problem. Nothing much to worry about with Rossi supporting. Storm is gonna get things done very early on.
Yeah, I think they've learned their lesson, right? They immediately walk out. They know that Leone is going to slow down that wave. So Stone instantly gets right in front of that tower to be able to hit the wave first. Because Bundles ain't walking up anytime soon unless there is a wave that he can heal off of. Even then, the DPS in the earlier stages, Storm just outpaces him.
Storm is level 2, so shouldn't be worried. In fact, Rossi willing to help him out. Both mid laners have a way to sustain in lane. Bondo's by himself. Someone would need the help of Rossi. Either way, the lane priority is what matters for both teams.
Yeah, Storm will be able to heal back up with when his generate comes off of cooldown. I'm just surprised that Rossi, after seeing the cooldowns from Leone come out, why he didn't just jump onto Bondo's. Like, yes, you are giving him regeneration, but more importantly, you want to heal up Storm because your life is more expandable.
Wow. Leone pushing Siska away to force that wave to under the turret.
Dirty.
Storm is also playing pretty safe. Instead of Weakness Finder, we run the Quantum Charge as tool. Something to take note. Siska will be receiving the brunt of the pressure this time.
Yeah, now, they will end up on mirror sides of the map. The junglers, at least, in this particular case. Siska has to... Ooh, this is getting a little dangerous, right? Hopefully Rossi doesn't give him false confidence because Baxia is able to reduce the amount of healing you do in general.
You don't have a lot of that. You have a lot of crowd control, but damage, not so. Level 4 for Storm coming out soon. Rossi still very far away. In fact, this guy, he's in a rough spot. Does have the ultimate, finally procs it. And now Rossi comes in to help him out. Storm with the charge up fraction pulse with the full Uni bash. It's gonna take a while to take him down. Siska, they get the safety. Bondos looks for him. Siska is gonna go down. First blood for MV again.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate that he had to put his stacks in half. The only person who was max stacked by Glue was Leone, right? He gets on top of him, he anti-CCs the pull. Oh, that's when you have no control. That's why I think it's a little difficult and why I feel that MV naturally should be able to win this game. Leone is able to walk up for free. Oh, does he get a steal? Does he steal this buff here? Let's find out. Ooh.
Oh, the going charge! He stole it.
God.
He actually stole the buff. It's so worth it. And if he gets out, which I feel like he might, Turtle for MV. This guy really wants to try. The balance range goes wide. Momo escapes. MV with the full disengage. He gets pulled back. CC immunity for Leone. He's playing a perfect game. Nibiru's passion onto Uni, who is going to walk out of there. And now it comes onto Siska, but his ultimate runs out. Storm gets zoned out. Flicker forced out. MV playing Untitled like a fiddle.
Woo! That's some movement from Leone, right? Really well-timed anti-CC. Oh, no, keep in. Somebody's out of block. Okay, Rossi's there. He's gonna be totally fine. But MV, wow. Leone, really good stuff. 2 times he denied some key abilities, denies the purple buff, also is able to deny the Tsunami Slam as he times his ability perfectly. Rossi is specifically getting read very well.
Leone is not done yet. Continues to pose a big problem. And this is what we say with this Kimmy pick, right? There's just no burst damage that can really threaten MV. Which is why MV is moving up so often without much fear. And Untitled, sure you have crowd control, but the damage isn't there to supplement it. Not until Skyzet gets this item and actually hits his abilities. So until then, MV can keep doing this.
They're gonna clear up the map as soon as possible. Storm a little late on that rotation as it looks like man-to-man defense here by Leone, right? Trying to be annoying as possible to specifically keep it. He doesn't take that much damage. Oh wait, hold on. This is dangerous now. MV, they're gonna call it off, but if they contest for this purple buff, they have to remember, where is Rossi?
Oh, Rossi actually finds Tsunami Slam onto the Luna. Bondos goes into the Brilliance in time. Can he finish him off the battle space? Good side step from Bondos! And dashes away. Siska commits the Purify out! And Bondos escape.
Good attempt by Untitled. Very good attempt indeed. Unfortunately, Bondos has some movement like his duo in Leone. Both of them showing up some great show of mechanics. Now with the turtle already spawning up, MB will take position first.
Without these key abilities, I'm not sure if Untitled even want to attempt to contest this.
I think they shouldn't, right? They're already, I mean, Kimin, he's slowed down, but he's not falling behind by a full level just yet. But they're basically 40% of the way.
I think they should, but they will try. And a pixel perfect tectonic charge came in, stunned up the wall, the final slash. Felt like we saw this coming from a mile away. The traction pulse actually pulls almost back. Uni also goes down. Tidal punishes the overextension, and that's 2 bodies for SkyZ. Bondo still there though. It's going to turn into the brilliant Storm. Gets knocked out. Leone and Rum work together. Bondo's on a killing spree. SkyZ misses the snipe, but Siska still in it. He's going to try and get the pullback. Leone with the cancellation. Gets the shoot back up. Siska sadly cannot get the takedown.
Oh, they've been dancing for so long. It feels like they're getting more familiar with the movements. But now, biggest lead we've seen coming in from MB in a while. 2.2k, Bondles in a phenomenal position at 3-0-1. I think it's going to be a pretty tough one here, right? And despite him being 3-0-1, he's already developed at least 700 gold ahead of Stoem. Not 1k yet, but he's getting there. It's a slow roll.
Kimin needs to get out of that. Whoa, almost could have caused his demise. But that's concealed out from Leone. Untitled should relay this info. SkyZ and Rasi working together, and look at Momo. So far back. The awareness from MB is there.
At least for him, it's going to be just understanding that we don't know where Rasi is going to be, right? There's potential that he gets dove. He doesn't have his flicker. All he has is the final slash, so he has to make some hard predictions, and that's just not good enough in these states. Luckily, he does have Uni to kind of bail him out, right? Hovering around this side of the map, revealing Rasi alongside SkyZ. They make cross-map play on the bottom by cutting off resources and then going for the T1.
Nothing that Siska can do. Ruff just got his Sky Piercer too. None of Purified Force down. Bondo loses his. The presence of Leone makes it very hard for Untitled to commit him in. He's gonna try and do something, but him alone isn't enough.
He's finding some, at least some pretty sick movements. Gets that Purify out, and now he's hoping to eventually do it again. But again, this turtle uncontestable as long as Leone has eyes in your territory. This man, just an absolute stalker.
They see Momo. Can this be the target? No Tsunami Slam. Sadly, used it on Bondos early on. And look at the amount of space that MB is taking. They are deep in Untitled's jungle.
Untitled unfortunately can't really defend against it, right? You would imagine that the T1s on top side will give you a safe haven, but it really isn't, right? MB just stealing caps. Oh, Rasi had an opportunity there.
Oh, that window has passed. This guy also can't really hold off for too long.
Keeman's gonna break down the T1 down on bottom side, and as we see the rotations being made, at least Keeman is trying to do something, right? He's given up the objectives that he really had no business trying to contest. Momo gets on top of him for free, but he's gonna get caught.
He is so dead, Keeman.
Oh,
Sky Piercer.
Too much. Opposite end, the cross-map play is a little slow, but Untitled should be able to find a T1 on the top side. They should go down relatively quick as they make sure that nobody can rotate through the river safely.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Leone continues to be a menace, and MV systematically taking down the structures and taking control of the maps. This guy is very dangerously low. No more traction pulse. Good dodge from this guy with the immunity. So no tectonic charge for MV for now, but that purple buff without Keeman's presence is most likely going to go over to MV, and that will be the case.
Sigh of relief, at least for Untitled, that the onslaught has finally stopped. MV, 3.7k lead. We look at the item list, and it's a pretty big item power spike coming in from Ruff, right? He's working with 3 completed items compared to 1 component, 1 full item, and 2 daggers from SkyZ. In terms of like raw power, Uni, he's very close to getting the blade armor, and once he does, I don't think Storm is going to be able to play the game.
Yeah. Even for Siska, I think he's struggling. First item, Dom Eyes. That's quite an intentional buy too.
I mean, he knows that Arlet is sustainable because every time he uses that Vengeance, he gets a little bit of HP back. If he can deny that, that'll be fine because he sure as hell isn't worried about Arlet's attack speed or even Ruff's attack speed.
I don't think they can contest this Lord. He only soaking up damage just with his shoot, man. I don't know how Untitled is going to do this. If they try, they better have a damn good plan. Because Rasi is not going to pull the trigger. The Lord gets resetted, and MV gets right back to work.
They're dancing around a little too long. Bot wave pushing in favor of MB. They're gonna get a T2 off of this the longer they drag this out. But Uni, oh no, they're forcing it. Uni's too low.
They're gonna try. Rossi goes in, but Kimin isn't around, so there's no steal chances for Untitled. MB being a pretty safe Lord.
So dangerous there. So dangerous. A bit of a coin flip that I don't think MB necessarily needed to make. At the end, at least we see that Untitled is able to secure that bot wave. Top side, we have the Lord already pushing with the Lord-empowered minions. I want to see this mid-tier 1 break. Let's see the play from Leone.
Will he commit?
Oh.
I think, yeah, Leone just standing there is more than enough. Could do some heavy damage to the inhibitors, or at least pop the holy shield. But that purple buff is gonna be gone.
The only person losing out in all of these fights has to be Kimin, right? He wants the farm, he's looking for some side lane pressure, but it's Lord-empowered minions. He's already got the Brute Force Breastplate. That's going to be helpful, especially if he can stack it up before you get hit by the Tectonic Charge. Now with T2 on the top side and Luminous Lord, a regular Lord, going to walk on through, all outer turrets just fall into the hands of MV.
The holy shield, they should be able to hold the fort. Banner's Rage as well, so good clear, so they will give Kimin permission to keep on pushing bottom. MV, no angle to pull the trigger, so Lord gets taken care of. Kimin finds the bottom tier 2, and sadly, Uni can only cut the wave. Divine Glaive for Bondos, Untitled, they hold the fort, but this goal lead continues to extend for MV. We're now sitting at 5.2k.
MV just playing maintenance right now, right? They're not extending their leads further than they have to. I think they've been playing a pretty clean game overall. This is a very different side of MV than what I'm used to seeing. I'm expecting more brawls to actually happen, more individuals trying to set up plays and bait their opponents. I'm getting none of that from MV. They are playing stone cold right now, and Untitled keeps smashing and breaking their nose across the wall.
Does reflect Sora's approach to the game, right? Very textbook, very by the fundamentals. Since it was used by Leone, MV looking for the bottom tier 2. We'll find it, not a problem.
Yeah.
Kimin for the top.
Not finding much off of this. Kimin might get a T2 on top side, and I don't think they can really do much about it. Momo will make it in time, so it's just structural damage. Yeah, they're just waiting for the next neutral objective, right? MV don't want to put themselves in a position where they give a free fight to Untitled, because right now they have the lead. And if they trade 1-for-1, it's actually more in favor for Untitled. And let me just double check the KDs. Yeah, other than Bondos, which is a very slight bounty, it's not enough to truly swing the game in Untitled's favor.
In fact, I think 2k of the gold lead that MV has is on the Roamer's role, right? So perhaps the core, like, you know, between Stoem and Bondo, Skyzer and Ruff is not too big of a difference. It could be that case.
It could be, actually. I think I'm trying to get behind the idea, and the more I think about it, the more it makes us a lot of sense. Now with the expanding rivers, I would have imagined that MV would be in a better position, right? It's slow compounding interest, and Untitled are really struggling to breathe at this stage of the game, right? I mean, a good reflection of this has to be Kimin. He's level 14 to Uni's level 14. I think he would have been further behind if he wasn't able to get that split push in the first place, but it becomes clear when you look at SkyZ. 2 kills up on Ruff, who's 1-0-2, yet Ruff is 2 levels ahead of him, as a matter of fact. Leone, at a baseline, your supports should be at the same level. Just goes to show what Leone was able to provide during the early and mid.
They can defend this lore somehow without losing a single inhibitor. That would be the best case scenario.
I don't think it's possible.
But I don't think it's possible. I
really don't. I feel like with Ruff sieging potential, how far Momo and Uni can actually stand up in front, specifically Uni in this case, right? He doesn't mind dying at this stage because he's very useless in these sieges. He's waiting for those inhibitors to break.
Man, Ruff is literally outplaying Kimin. Oh, the Phantom Execution even gets cancelled by the wall. Lord is up top, there it goes. Tsunami Slam actually doesn't grab anyone. Bondo just goes into the Brilliance.
Okay, no Brilliance to play with. Untitled might have an opportunity here.
Not Fraction Pulse, actually. I thought they went for the Tsunami Slam. It's okay, there's still the Purify to deal with it. There's one inhibitor go down. This guy. Very deep in. Wishing Lantern for Bondos. Leone with the Conceal. Rossi tries to go for the grab. Bandit's Rage is not out! They disable Skyzer so he cannot contribute, and it's just too late when he finally comes to his senses. MV just better with the counter engage, more than prepared, a well-oiled machine. Untitled with 3 deaths and a Baron base spells another loss in the regular season, and that makes it 4-0-2s back to back to back to back. MV gains another 3 points.